Hey everybody, so this was the last thing I expected to cover today, but 343 is full of surprises lately, and they've given us a huge Halo Infinite update, or at least a look forward on some really big ticket items that they are finally fixing and addressing. We're talking Desync, more cross-core customization, the custom games browser, the mid-season update, and even stability and crashing. So first up today, and the huge news of the day, is 343 is finally fixing Desync. Now this is different to what they've done before, and I'll put what 343 set up on screen now, but instead of just making band-aid fixes and trying to get it better that way, they're attacking the issue at the source. They're making fundamental changes to how the networking works on Halo Infinite. 343 said, and I quote, "Previously our focus was in improving the existing system bit by bit. However, we recognized that this was not having the impact we wanted and you expected." That is literally what I just said. 343 tried to fix it, there were small improvements made, but it was still happening. 343 goes on to say, "We have decided to pursue fundamental changes to the underlying networking model. Since this decision was made, the team has been heads down on a more comprehensive overhaul. An endeavor of this scale takes time, which is why we haven't had many updates to share. Significant work has been done here already, with more still underway. We'll share more when it gets closer to a public testing phase." So if you do want to test it out, sign up to be a Halo Insider. I'll have a link in the description if you want to sign up to be a Halo Insider. But this is fantastic news. With Halo Infinite in such a better state now, 343 doesn't have to do these band-aid fixes because of the technical debt. They can make these really big overhauls, separate the part of the game that has the issue, and it's not going to impact the rest of the game. This just wasn't possible a year ago and proves just how far the game has come, and it's going to continue to go in the future. I'm also really happy that 343 has taken our feedback on board. We said, look, great, you've made some changes. It is better than launch, but it's still happening. And 343's obviously recognized this as well. They've seen their metrics, their data, and they probably saw, yes, there's an improvement, but we can't really get rid of the issue. It keeps on persisting. So let's just remake it from the ground up. And I'm really curious to see how it's gonna feel. It'll definitely have an impact on how your player interacts with the physics and the objects on the map. It might bring it in line with past Halo games and fix all of the physics issues that are currently on Halo Infinite. So I'm really excited. This is great news. No time frame was given. I'm gonna guess 6 to 12 months, and they'll flight test it when they can. But that's not all 343 covered today, as we've gotten our next update on cross-core customization. 343 said, based on our feedback, they added cross-core customization for helmets, but it's not going to stop there. Next up is shoulders. 343 said we plan on continuing our work in this area by going after multi-use shoulders next. Beyond shoulders, the team plans to add multi-use support to more armor coatings. This will be done in waves, rolled out like the past cross-core changes. And once this new phase is done, you'll have helmets, shoulders, visors, and a whole bunch of coatings all cross-core. This is fantastic, as 343 is sticking to their word, getting it done, and people are going to be so happy by this news. Now, something that I've been giving a lot of feedback, especially with the release of Season 5, and because Halo Infinite has become so much more popular, the custom games browser has been thriving on Halo Infinite. So many lobbies have been running, and people are really enjoying their time playing, but getting into games is hard. A lot of people really struggle to get into games, and it's almost impossible to join games if you're partied up with friends. So 343 has said that these loading issues happen because of other players joining at the exact same time. This causes the lobby to fill up before you're able to join in, but they're currently reviewing feedback, support tickets, and game data to investigate potential ways to make the custom games browser better. I would suggest going the MCC route. That's a really good custom games browser. Instead of the tiles, just have a list, so people don't have to scroll through endless pages just to find what they want. And if they can increase the consistency of joining into games and it not bugging out, that would be great too. Finally today, 343 spoke about the mid-season update, crashing and stability, and all of the HCS armor. So they reiterated, so the mid-season update will have Firefight King of the Hill, the repair field equipment, bug fixes, and stability improvements. And speaking of stability, they've made new reporting systems to pick up on when people are crashing. So once they get more data from that, then they can really streamline the fixes and make the game very stable overall, which is all good news. I have nothing but positive things to say today. And finally, just as a side note, 343 finished by saying the HCS team bundles from Season 1 will be updated so the individual items can then be equipped. When this makes its way to people who pick them up, the armor coatings themselves will also be cross-core. What an update! This is fantastic for Halo Infinite, and it also shows that 343 is going to be supporting this game for years to come. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What are your thoughts? I am very excited, as Infinite is really starting to gain some momentum now, and everyone is loving playing. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.